Write f of x equals negative 3x squared plus 18x plus 5 in vertex form. This quadratic function is given in standard form. F of x equals ax squared plus bx plus c. In order to convert this to vertex form, f of x equals a times x minus h all squared plus k, we first have to factor out the a from both the ax squared and bx terms. I'll be using the example 2x squared plus 12x minus 7. Note that we will be leaving the c, in this case the negative 7, as it will get incorporated into the value for k in vertex form. Inside the brackets, add a constant to the x squared and x terms such that the resulting trinomial is a perfect square. In order to do this, divide the coefficient of the x by 2 and then square the result. For this example, first of all, factoring the 2 out of the 2x squared plus 12x gives 2 bracket x squared plus 6x. We can then divide 6 by 2 and then square that. This gets added on inside the brackets to x squared plus 6x. We then have to multiply the number that is added inside the brackets to the number outside the brackets. Note that in this case, 6 over 2 all squared is 3 squared, which is 9. We're actually not really just adding 9 here. We're adding 9 times 2, which is 18. That means outside the brackets, we will have to subtract 18 to compensate for adding 18. We can then write the expression inside the brackets as a perfect square. In this case, x plus 3 all squared. We also then combine the negative 7 and the negative 18 to give minus 25. This process is called completing the square. Note that we're creating a perfect square, which is required for an equation to be in vertex form. For our example, f of x equals negative 3 x squared minus 6x plus 5. Note here that we are factoring the negative 3 out from the negative 3x squared plus 18x. We're leaving the 5 by itself as it will get incorporated into the k value in vertex form. In the next step, we have to add 9 inside the brackets. Note that that 9 corresponds to the negative 6, which is the coefficient beside the x, divided by 2, all squared. We still have the plus 5. Now note that that 9 we added inside the brackets is actually being multiplied by the negative 3. This means that instead of actually adding 9, we're really subtracting 27. This means that outside the brackets, we have to add 27. We can then write it in vertex form by expressing what we have inside the brackets as a perfect square. In this case, it's going to be x minus 3 all squared. In order to do this, note the negative 6 as the coefficient beside the x. We just have to divide that by 2 to get the negative 3. Note also here that we have to combine the 5 plus 27 to get 32, giving a result of f of x equals negative 3 times x minus 3 all squared plus 32 as the equation in vertex form.